Lily and Cameron are living on food stamps in a Harlem homeless shelter while their parents battle for custody. Their father says all he wants is access to his kids, a close relationship with them. What could be fairer than that?
Okay,
One, two, three.
Yay!
Okay, let me.
I love my children. My children love me. They want me to be in their lives just as much as I want them to be in their lives.
So be careful, be careful. Make sure you hold the wires.
It is easy to have sympathy for Robert Sophia. He clearly loves his children and understandably doesn't want them to move to New Zealand. But this is no ordinary custody case. Ex-partner Kelly Hendry is an illegal immigrant and unable to work in the US. Until the courts make a decision, she's been forced to live in a homeless shelter in Harlem.
It's so frustrating because I know that if he would agree for us to go home, tomorrow, this could all end and, the children could have so many more opportunities.
What's best for the children is to have a natural, ongoing, day-to-day relationship with both parents.
And nobody disputes that. But the fact remains that Kelly is an illegal immigrant in the United States.
There are millions and millions of undocumented illegal immigrants working every day in this country.
So you're expecting her to stay in the United States illegally?
What I would expect is for Kelly to have been responsible and mature enough to acknowledge that, this is a difficult situation. Let's work together to get out of it.
But she cannot get a green card, Robert. She cannot get a green card. It is not an option for her.
She claims that's the case.
And it is the case, according to her lawyer, Bradley Andrews.
There are, I don't know how many, but lots of people here in the United States that would like to get a green card. They're not just there for the asking.
And Bradley Andrews says not only is Kelly unable to work, she's getting very little child support to help pay the bills. How much had the court ordered him to pay?
They've ordered him to pay $600 per month, which, again, even if he paid that, that's completely insufficient to support a family of 3 in New York. And he's not complying with it, not even close.
In fact, Robert, who owns a comic book store in Manhattan, is $15,000 in arrears. Kelly's side has offered to let him off any future child support if he'll let her go home. She also claimed she'd bring the children back to see him twice a year. Meanwhile, though, it could take another year for the courts to sort out this mess, leaving Kelly and the children living in the shelter.
The homeless shelter situation can change like that. The only person who's preventing that from happening is Miss Hendry. All she has to say right now is, Robert, you can have the children tomorrow throughout the remainder of this court case. And guess what? They're not in the shelter anymore. They're in a rich home environment where they have plenty of toys to play with, they have plenty of educational tools.
Nice idea, but so far the courts have not even given Robert overnight visitations. He only sees the children once a week on a Sunday.
I'm the only parent these kids have ever known, so already, their home has been broken. Already they've been displaced and they've had to cope with a lot. So what he's suggesting by saying that they should go and live with him is that would be completely foreign to them.
Kelly's arguments that she is the best parent for the kids has been further bolstered by an unexpected ally. Robert's own brother, David Conti, has testified in court against him. What kind of father is your brother?
He's very hands-off. I would call it standoffish. Like he's really not a person that's comfortable around children.
Your brother says he is a wonderful father and all he's wanting is a relationship with his children.
I think that's got more to do with anger at the mother and trying to keep her here and just make her life miserable. I don't think it has really anything to do with the kids at all.
A lot of people would be surprised you're supporting Kelly. Have you had some sort of falling out with your brother?
No, I mean, we never had a great relationship, but I mean, you know, because he's a very dominating, controlling person. And, you know, I think in this case, it was because I spent a lot of time with the two younger children especially. And, you know, I mean, I saw what was going on there, and I saw how he was treating Kelly.
So what kind of partner was he to Kelly?
Basically, and she and I have talked about this, I mean, it was almost like he brought her in basically just to be a domestic servant. I mean, she was responsible for the household, you know, keeping it clean, doing his errands for him. When he rented a car, she was his driver. She was expected to do these things, and if she didn't, he would fly into fits of rage.
Do you think your brother will ever allow the children to leave America?
Willingly? No. No. My brother is such an angry, vengeful person. I don't think he would ever allow it unless he was compelled to.
What do you say then to the accusation from Kelly and your brother that this is just about winning for you?
I have to do what's right in my heart. And my heart is, you know what, sure. Some people would certainly say, yeah, let her go to New Zealand. But you know what? What's best for the children is to have an ongoing, regular relationship with me, and for Lily and Cameron to have a regular relationship with their mother.
Clearly, this is going to be one heck of a custody battle, and with neither side willing to back down, the children could be the ultimate losers.
What would be the worst case scenario for you?
Aside from losing custody of my children, it would be that we're forced to remain here and I can get no kind of immigration relief. That is far and away the worst case scenario, because then what opportunities do these kids have?
Hey guys, how's it going?
For now, Kelly is trying to give the kids the best life she can. Her friends and family are doing what they can to support her. Even the Kiwi community in New York is rallying. The owners of this New Zealand restaurant in the city shouted her and the kids a meal after hearing about their plight. A welcome distraction from the custody battle that has consumed her life.
So Kelly, it must be nice for you to have a night out in New York, but what is your life going to be when you wake up tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow we'll be back to the same old grind, and it'll just be as it has been for the last year, sort of struggling to keep everyone fed and clothed, and so this has been a very welcome relief from that.
And your lawyer is saying this could be another year before it's sorted out. Where do you want to be in a year's time?
Home. There's no other way to put it. I want to be home. I want to give my kids a Kiwi Christmas and everything that comes with that.